So, what about POC? So, here's the difference.
Power over cable goes way back in our world to the early days of satellite.
Yes. Now, here's what's interesting about this. The power over cable isn't so much about power over coax. This is actually still power over Ethernet. However, it's used by HDBaseT. So the biggest difference is that all it comes down to...
other alternatives to HDBaseT, the less expensive ones, also will use a POC format.
So they use kind of. They use so like for instance our entry level extenders that we have. They use POC, whereas HDBaseT. Pardon me, I was actually incorrect. Those extenders do use POC. Now that's power over Ethernet cable. That's just cable. Power over Ethernet. Power for HDBaseT uses what they call power POH, and that's power over HDBaseT. The only differences between PoE and POH is the data. The power is handled the same way as PoE plus. So it's still using two twisted pair and for the power and two twisted pair for the data. So
and then it has to pan 10 the other data on top of that.
Yes. Now kind of. It uses HDBaseT is still actually using all four twisted pairs for its data. So it's actually using, all the way back at the beginning of today's episode, it's using alternative A for its power. So it's taking two twisted pair and using it for power, but they're also overlaying or multiplexing or duplexing.
Multiplexing with PAM10.
PAM10. They're multiplexing that over top of the power. So that's where that...
Which is more differentials.
Which is more differentials. So,
and different frequencies.
Exactly. So that's where we come into play, where we have the differential... the voltages may start at 47 volts, and then from there, the differences between 47 volts and I think PAN10, I think uses a total... it's 10 steps or 16 steps for PAN16, but the actual voltage difference is only 5 volts. And so what they'll do is they'll take anywhere from 47 volts, and they'll go up from 47 volts to 52 volts. And then at 52 volts, they have 47 to 52 volts to use for the data transmission. And that's where they break it down into the different steps. That's where they break down those 5 volts down to 16 different layers for that.
To spreads.
Yeah, exactly. So that is how HDBaseT is going to power their displays at the other end of the line.